Coming live from the space city we call Houston, Texas. Spaceboy music. And here's Spaceboy.
So there you go. And this is what my voice sounds like when you actually push the unmute button on Spreaker. Apparently I was bonehead, and although I got everything lined up on YouTube, did I say YouTube? What about that? Did I say that YouTube, Solana?
What there?
Did I say YouTube?
Are you doing something on YouTube?
Yeah, I'm actually doing some live streaming on YouTube as we're doing the show.
Well, how about that?
Isn't that nifty? So anyway, it's a live show we're doing, and of course, got all this all set up on the streaming part, on the video part, but I forgot to hit the unmute part to actually broadcast it out as far as on this end. Everybody that's on YouTube is not really getting the full effect of the show. It's kind of more of a behind-the-scenes kind of thing. So I know you seem puzzled, don't you? Anyway, so you doing all right tonight?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Not really, but it's not related to you or this show.
I know. You, the powers that be, I'm sure we're ready to go to bed early tonight, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, long day. Anyway, here's another song called The Hive. And that was The Hive, performed by yours truly, Spaceboy. And, hey, since we have Solana in the house, what do we have in store for this weekend on the show, on the big show?
We have Gordon Roop in store.
Oh, we do. It's always a treat to talk to Gordon, and I guess we'll be doing that this Saturday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time.
Talk about one of his latest publications.
Cool. Yeah, it's always a treat to have Gordon back. You never know what's going to come out of his mouth, and I say that in the most politeful way. But, yeah, so Gordon...
You go making up your own words again.
It'll be nice to see Gordon this Saturday. So I know he's jazzed. He seems like... He felt like it has been forever since he's been on last, but this Saturday at 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, I guess that's August the 6th, right?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
So tune in for that show, and I'm sure you'll be in for a treat. So this next song you probably heard on the Spaceboy Universe show. It's called Little Green Men. It kind of goes into our bumper commercial, and here it is.
I'm from another planet. I'm from another planet. Can you hear me? Answer me. Can you hear me? Answer me.
Our job is to prevent a possible nationwide panic by keeping the information from the public. I don't know why these saucers always have to wait till nighttime to put in an appearance.
There you go, Little Green Men. I love that song. It had a lot of samples in it, and it was fun to make. A true Spaceboy original. I made that with what is now called Sony Acid, and where you just basically take loops and plop them in. But what I would do is would create loops, and all that sound is pretty much original. A few things that I purchased that are royalty free, but for the most part, it is Spaceboy through and through. And just to let Tanner know out there, I'm drinking pure water, H2O, or Zarka. That's the drink of choice during the broadcast. I try not to drink anything with ice, though, because usually it gets the vocal cords overactive, as Sorlana can attest, and she's shaking her head, even though this is a broadcast. She doesn't want to go on the air. But so as I go in, and what, did you just have a Tourette syndrome thing over there going?
No, Tourette's would be swearing uncontrollably.
Well, I mean, in your mind, you might. I always imagine you do in your mind, but what I envision in my mind is quite more entertaining to myself than it is to you.
I accidentally shook the table.
Oh, okay, all right. So let's get into another song. This song is called Nova, and it's off, I guess, Electronica Communication, and let's play it. So that was Fire and Ice, and that was probably the first video I did for Spaceboy Music. Would you agree there, Solana?
I actually have no idea. I'm sorry.
Don't you remember when I was in the backyard with the I guess the small little red camera?
Yeah, but I didn't know you were doing it.
You didn't know what hijinks I was up to at the
I just
time.
figured, as long as you're
It's just
not out in the front yard doing that.
Just another normal. At least I know where my husband is.
Yeah.
Well, that was the first video I did was Fire and Ice, and you can find that on Spaceboy Universe's YouTube site. And kind of like, and tonight what we're doing is beta testing for the YouTube and the perfect the video processing so that we can do a video while we're doing the show. And of course, along with all that, we need to figure out how to capture all the audio so that you'll get the full package, if you will, of Spaceboy Universe and Spaceboy Music. So while I'm thumbing through the charts here, speaking of another song that I did as a video, it's called The IT Guru. It was probably a nightmare for Solana because she didn't know what I was up to, and she, I guess, experienced my full diva-ness. And
there's always angst when there's a video shoot or a collaboration of any kind.
I think the more recent videos that we've done haven't been that bad music-wise, but they've gotten more complicated. But
we haven't done a music video since we got the good camera.
Well, we haven't. To put it in perspective, we haven't done a music video in over a year and some months.
True.
And even at that, we really didn't release that music video because we need to go back and properly redo it, since I was starting in a different program, and now that we're using Creative Premiere, and we really could make it better. And so I guess look for that sometime in the future. But until then, you don't have to look too far into the future by going to the Spaceboy Universe website for YouTube and look at the IT Guru.
Fixing your machine, fixing your machine. Fixing your machine, fixing your machine.
I'm the IT guru. I'm the IT guru. I'm the IT guru. I'm the IT guru.
Shut down your machine. 100101, shut down. Fixing your machine, shut down. 100101, shut down your machine. 1001, fixing your machine, shut down. 1001. Shut down. It's again shut down. 1001. Shut down your machine. 1001. It's again shut down. Virus. Computer shut down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I'm the IT guru.
We're back. I had to run it, do an errand to find some chords, And I believe I did find a chord, and we're kind of experimenting tonight. It is a beta test night here at Spaceboy Music, but at the very least, you're getting some live original music from Spaceboy. Let's cue up the old cue here. Here's another good classic from the Spaceboy archive machine. It's called Electric 100.
That's a good one.
Welcome.
Electric. Electric. 100. Electric 100. Electric 100. Electric. Electric 100. Welcome. Electric. Electric 100. Welcome. Electric. Electric 100. 100. 100. 100.
All right, Electric 100. One of my favorite songs. Going back to the Little Green Men CD that I put out there so many years ago. Let's see what we got here. Just want to give a quick shout out to some of the wonderful space cadets that showed up tonight. We've got Tanner that's out there. We got K28. I believe, who else did we have here for a second? Adam. Adam showed up. He's headed off to work, but he's jamming out the Spaceboy music, and I've got to give it up to him, and I appreciate that. And all the others that are listening to the show without actually logging into the chat session, we salute you too as well. So here's another one from the Spaceboy Music Vault called Stranded. All right, so you're probably thinking I've gone crazy here, and you're probably right. And I'm kind of making some adjustments here, checking see if that works. Oh, well, I guess it would help if I turned it off mute. Let's see here. Yeah, so this is not your typical Spaceboy music show tonight. And as I'm trying to, there we go, turn that down, turn that off. And this is what we call live show where anything can happen. So with that magical note, let me put something else on as we continue this gravy train to try something new and beta test.
Gravy train to madness.
All aboard. So here's a song called Transcending. All right, so if you've been watching the YouTube site, you're probably looking at me like thinking I'm some crazy man trying to fix things around here. And I think that we might be at a point where the audio is a little bit better. What do you think, Sir Lana? Are you still watching the YouTube or listening to the YouTube? Mm-hmm. Does it still sound... I mean, by now you probably hear my voice yet. Do you? Do you not hear my voice yet?
Yeah.
And feedback?
It's so... Let me see if I turn this up.
It's low. Okay, I tell you...
You're good.
I'm good.
We're good.
We're good. Good. No. Live.
I had my headphones turned way down.
Okay, so they were turned way down. What I guess.
Well, that's because I was watching a different video.
Okay. Well, what does this sound like right now?
Really?
I guess I shouldn't.
It sounds crisp.
Very crisp. But as far as when you heard music, I guess I tell you what, boys and girls, let's play this next song called Sigma 3. Well, there you go. It's another week of Spaceboy music. Beta testing YouTube, and it's been quite a feast, wouldn't it have been? If it could have been working out great, we'll never know until next week. So remember, always play Spaceboy loud.